Hello, Camel Case community. Welcome back to our channel. I'm thrilled to have you here for another insightful exploration into the world of software development. In our last video, we delved deep into the crucial phase of requirements gathering and analysis. If you haven't caught that yet, I highly recommend checking it out. Today, we're building on that foundation and shifting gears to an equally vital topic, the implementation side of the equation. We're about to embark on a fascinating journey where we'll be exploring real-world success stories of organizations that have masterfully executed the software development lifecycle. There are various cases of the successful SDLC implementation, but today we are focusing on the real case study revolving around the healthcare domain. So, let's dive into the fascinating world of successful SDLC implementation without further ado. The current case study involves the software package selection process undertaken by a medium-sized regional hospital for the home health segment of its operations. This hospital, referred to as General Hospital in this monograph, is located in the central region of a southern state in the USA. Its demographic encompasses residents from the largest standard metropolitan statistical area, SMSA, in the state, comprising rural, suburban, and urban dwellers. General Hospital, a 149-bed facility, boasts a state-of-the-art establishment, with 91% of its 23 quality measures surpassing the national average. Its array of services includes the emergency department, hospice, ICU, obstetrics, open-heart surgery, and pediatrics. In addition to these, General Hospital comprises an imaging center, a rehabilitation hospital, 4 primary care clinics, a health and fitness center, a wound healing center, regional therapy centers, and home care, which is the central focus of this study. Home health, also known as home care, encompasses healthcare services provided directly at a patient's residence, fostering a collaborative approach that reduces the necessity for frequent hospital visits for routine procedures. In this arrangement, patients are equipped with devices near their beds at home to independently measure vital signs like blood pressure, heart rate, or glucose levels. The collected data is electronically transmitted to the hospital or, in this context, the home health facility adjacent to General Hospital. The information is promptly processed, scrutinized, and monitored by the attending staff. Moreover, a lifeline feature is available for elderly or homebound individuals. This feature includes a button worn on a necklace or bracelet that patients can press if they require assistance. Periodically, healthcare professionals such as nurses or physical therapists visit patients at home to assess their progress and conduct routine inspections and maintenance on the technology. The author of this case study was approached by a retired accounting faculty member who volunteers at General Hospital. This individual was tasked by hospital administration to explore the acquisition and eventual purchase of software to streamline and coordinate the home health care aspect of their operations. Following an initial meeting to express willingness to assist and gain an understanding of the task, the author and his neighbor met with home health facility staff, including both management and end users, to commence their research. Having instructed the SAD course on numerous occasions, the author promptly identified that this specific project would align with the traditional SDLC stages. While not assuming responsibility for certain steps such as testing and staff training, we diligently adhered to many others in a synchronized manner. Consequently, the undertaking represented an adjustment of the SDLC, specifically, a software acquisition project, distinct from a comprehensive software development endeavor that involves all stages. It is crucial for students to recognize the adaptability of the core concepts of the SDLC, as they can be applied to a buy scenario rather than the conventional make situation. Their understanding of the SDLC's systematic approach holds relevance beyond developmental contexts, enhancing the versatility and value of their knowledge. In this project, we employed a modified version of the SDLC, aligning with the framework proposed by McMurtry. As a result, this monograph proceeds in tandem with the project presentation, advancing step by step, following the SDLC methodology. The initial stage in the system's development lifecycle involves the problem definition component within the analysis phase. It is imperative to have a fully defined problem before proposing a solution. In the case of General Hospital's Home Health Unit, a distinct subsidiary located near the main hospital, a reorganization had taken place, necessitating a modernization of their software. The existing system, over 7 years old, struggled to adapt to evolving billing practices, Medicare requirements, and payments. It lacked scalability to meet the growing demands and changes in the environment. Consequently, our explicit goals in assisting General were twofold: modernizing operations with current technology, and delivering optimal patient care in the home health domain. An essential precursor to the analysis stage is the feasibility study. This preliminary phase, before the commencement of analysis, typically assesses 3 areas of feasibility. 1. Technical. Do we possess the necessary resources and infrastructure to support the software if acquired? 2. Economic. Do we have the financial resources to procure and maintain it? And 3. Operational. Do we have adequately trained personnel to operate and utilize the software? Fortunately, all these considerations were affirmatively addressed before the involvement in the project. The Director of Information Technology at General Hospital allocated a budget of $250,000, meeting economic feasibility criteria. The hospital's IT infrastructure was deemed more than sufficient and current for supporting the new software, ensuring technical feasibility. Additionally, support staff and potential end users were well prepared and enthusiastic about adopting the new technology, confirming operational feasibility. With the completion of the feasibility study stage in the SDLC, we seamlessly transitioned into the project details. In the analysis stage's requirements analysis section, meticulous attention is devoted to verifying that the suggested system aligns with the objectives established by management. To achieve this, consultations were held with diverse stakeholders, including the director of the home care facility and potential end users, to delineate the necessary requirements for the new system. Thorough notes were recorded during these sessions, and a diligent effort was made to consolidate the observations. Subsequently, the requirements were compiled into a spreadsheet for convenient examination. Several key requirements were Meditech compatible, point-of-care documentation, OASIS Analyzer, Physician Portal, and other features. We also took note of additional observations that could be beneficial in the selection of final candidates for consideration during on-site visits. To assess the vendor's experience, reliability, and professionalism, we monitored details such as their years in business, client or customer base, revenues, and responsiveness, including the timely handling of emails and phone calls. Furthermore, anecdotal evidence was gathered to aid in the evaluation of each vendor as a potential finalist. For example, Vendor A had a dedicated implementation/installation team for software deployment and maintained a knowledge base with use cases/list cases detailing common problems. Vendor B organized an annual user conference for users to share experiences and provide feedback for future releases, with a user representative on their product advisory board. Vendor C provided a cloud computing option, hosting the product in their data center, and offered synchronization with PDAs or smartphones as part of their enterprise solution, providing flexibility beyond the web-enabled solution. As mentioned earlier, in this specific software selection case study, the researchers were exempt from going through each step of the SDLC as the software products were already in existence. Consequently, the design stage of the SDLC had already been executed by the vendors. Similarly, the coding, testing, and debugging of program modules had been undertaken by each vendor candidate. After meticulously evaluating all aspects, including features, advantages, and disadvantages, as well as costs and benefits associated with each product, we were prepared to make a decision. Our objective was to narrow down the initial list of 5 potential vendors to the 2 that we believed best met our requirements and demonstrated the most interest and promise. As instructed in SAD courses, the implementation stage of the SDLC typically takes one of 4 primary forms: direct installation, involving the removal of the old system and immediate replacement with the new software, often over a weekend; parallel installation, where both old and new systems run simultaneously until a designated go-live date when the use of the former software is phased out; single location installation, or the pilot approach, which entails using one or several sites for beta or test installations to identify bugs or usage problems before a widespread rollout. And phased installation, a process that integrates segments of program modules in stages, ensuring the functionality of each block before full-scale implementation. The home care unit at General Hospital opted for the parallel installation method for around 60 days before the scheduled go-live date. Clinicians entered patient records and admissions data into both the old and new systems to populate the new database while maintaining patient care with the former product. The director of the home care facility acknowledged that this process took longer than expected but proved beneficial in the long run. Once the go-live date arrived, the new system performed effectively with minimal disruption. Staff training began 2 weeks before the go-live date, with approximately half of the 25 users trained in the first week and the remainder in the following week. Clinicians conducted live visits with patients using the new system to gain hands-on experience before transitioning to full-time use. Every 6 weeks, the vendor conducts software upgrades, referred to as code loads. According to the director, these advancements do not cause disruption to daily operations. In the healthcare sector, where changes to Medicare and billing practices are frequent, such upgrades hold particular significance. The director further highlighted that all end users, encompassing nurses, physical therapists, physicians, and other staff, express high satisfaction with the new system and have raised no significant complaints collectively. General Hospital anticipates continued use of the software in the foreseeable future, with no immediate plans for another project of similar magnitude. A local hospital enlisted the expertise of 2 professors from the business school, one specializing in management information systems, (MIS), and the other retired from the accounting faculty to aid in acquiring software for the home health sector. The professors enthusiastically embraced the challenge and provided valuable assistance to the hospital. Despite their advanced degrees, both academics found the practical application of classroom-taught principles, such as the Systems Development Life Cycle, SDLC, in the complex realm of real-world scenarios to be a learning experience. Significant insights were gleaned across various domains, proving their relevance to future practitioners, specifically students, entering the business world. The hope is that the outcomes and pertinent observations from this study will extend their benefits to others in academia and the business community alike. This is pretty much it for today's case study. As we wrap up our exploration of this successful systems development life cycle implementation, we can't help but acknowledge the evolving landscape of technology and its impact on our approach to software development. In our next video, we delve into the realm of DevOps and its integration with SDLC, exploring how these synergies propel organizations towards even greater efficiency, collaboration, and innovation. As always, this channel is about collaboration and learning together. If you have any thoughts, questions, or your own experiences to share, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from the Camel Case community.
This much for today's learning. Remember, in the realm of wisdom, we all have a role. Knowledge is the key to reaching our goal.